we do got to talk a little bit more about this impromptu press conference with AG Bondi and Trump. Um, the more clips I see out of that press conference, the crazier it gets. I mentioned Trump basically cutting off Bondi from answering a question at one point and going into his whole, Jeffrey Epstein, who's talking about that guy? You can't keep talking about that guy, that creep. What I did not see all of is his remarks about he did in that line, he did talk about the flooding in Texas. He did the thing where he did we've got a lot of successes. He's asking why they're focusing on Epstein when there's a lot of successes, but also lots of tragedies. What a bizarre thing for him to simultaneously shame the press for not focusing on the tragedy while also saying, focus on my success. He can't even articulate what successes his administration has, and tangibly speaking, there's basically nothing that his administration has accomplished. Bondi also tried to give this insanely just pitiful explanation as to why there's a missing minute. By the way, the thing she mentioned about being able to reproduce a video on another night or different nights that shows a minute missing doesn't prove fucking shit. You can easily edit out a minute and 6 seconds or whatever this was from a video. They could do it on any night they wanted to. So them reproducing a video means fucking nothing. I do think that missing minute is suspicious. I think the way that they are so avoidant of it is what is suspicious, to be honest. And then, of course, they go back to the sundown clown who spends who knows how long talking about the amount of beige and gold that they're decorating the White House with and whether or not there should be more gold and blah, blah, blah. I think the lesson in all this, kids, is whether you voted for him or not, he does not give a fuck about you. He does not give a fuck about Texas. He does not give a fuck that he's probably in the Epstein files. He's just going to tell you no, and that there is no list, and you're just going to fucking move on. Because that's what you do, MAGA. You do what you're told by the dear leader. You don't fucking ever question him, because that would go against his wishes. And it's a cult of personality. You gotta obey him. Ball's in your court, MAGA.